It's Persona 5 time, and we're getting into the real meat and potatoes of this game now. Oh, I'm hype. I'm actually really hype. But yes, let's head back into Cynegeba's palace, where we are attempting to pull off the most dangerous casino heist of all time. It's not only Cy's life on the line, it's all of ours. And, well, pretty much the entire world, if our big bad has his way. Alice? You gonna say hi? Yeah? Okay. What a good girl. Anyway, so we're here. I wanted to do some other things after I left the palace last time, but it seems like the story is determined to punt me straight back in here, so here I am. Let's went. We want the members' floor.
We're here. Now what do we do?
Well, what we do is we go back up the elevator, because I believe if everything has gone according to plan, Cy believes her upper, like the upper limit area, the big spenders, or whatever, the high limit floor, that's the one. The high limit floor, in the real world, this is what she considers the courthouse. It's where you're gambling really, really high stakes and literally playing with people's lives. Okay, so now that she has seen that we can attend the courtroom in real life, her cognitive consciousness has decided that we are now allowed into the high limit room too. Yep, this is the courthouse. So this is what cognitive control looks like. Dude, if this stuff's still surprising you, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt from here on. There we go. Just make sure my sound levels are alright. They should be. Yeah. Okay, I think I can still talk over the music and have the game be audible. Not .com. It is still a little hard to believe, I must admit. Look, there's a counter up ahead. Shall we head there first? I suppose there would be no issue in stopping by. Let us go. Okay. Well, in typical RPG fashion, I don't head immediately there.
The cognitive world is weak here.
And I'm immediately rewarded for my efforts.
Alright. Looks like this place is safe.
Neato. You can quick travel to the high limit floor. Cheers for that.
Okay.
God, she's cute, isn't she? I took the most adorable photo of herself and me in bed last night. Direction board.
Is this...
These the rules? House of Darkness. Let's see what it says. In this game, you will attempt to escape a pitch-black maze. You are free to quit at any point and start over. The game ends when you reach the finish. That's it. They don't tell us shit except there's for a maze and it's dark. I suppose we'll have to go in and find out for ourselves what it's all about. I wonder if it'll give me, like, Resident Evil vibes, where everything's hella dark. Still, we should head to the reception counter, like we said we would. Welcome to the high limit floor, a proverbial gambling paradise. First off, we would like to extend a welcome gift to you. Ooh, 1,000 chips. They're giving us coins this time too. Just 1,000 though, at least give each person that much, cheapskate. I'm sorry, but the welcome gift can only be applied once per card. Furthermore, this is the map for the high limit floor. Nice. Okay, show us your prizes now. We want to exchange our coins for a member's card. We do have prizes, but that is unfortunately not one of them.
How do you mean?
What? Then how are we supposed to get to the manager's floor? I assure you there was no need for a card. Please, head over there. This sounds suspicious. Well, we cannot proceed unless we check it out. Why don't we head over there for the time being? I guess we're heading over there. Oh, cheers. Another 1,200 coins, or so. Man, like, I love the music for this place. It still has such a sinister vibe. Despite being a fun-loving, giving off a fun-loving atmosphere with, like, literal money raining from the ceiling, it seems so sinister. Ooh, hello.
Oh.
It's locked. We have one of the... Oh, we only have one lockpick? Sure. bead chain and a sapphire. See, this is why I wanted the eternal lockpick. I don't know how I spent those other 2 liquid mercuries, but I guess I did. Hmm?
Isn't that...
Scale, or is it a bridge? Scale-shaped bridge? There's an area on the other side too that could lead to the manager's floor. There can be no doubt we'll need to lower the bridge to cross. How do we do that? Oh, indeed. Let us try investigating around here. Yes, I knew it. The scales. For the scales of justice. And I have a feeling they're gonna have to be oddly skewed, as opposed to balanced, in order for us to get over to the manager's office. Authenticating member's card. The required number of coins to activate the Bridge of Judgment is 100,000 coins. We need 100,000 coins just to cross over there? It's getting clearer that she has no intention of letting us proceed on it. I don't believe there's any need for pessimism, though.
What?
Just think about how that is. We were desperate just to get our hands on 50,000. But we still obtained them in the end. We can succeed if we do that again, then double our total. I suppose this is the high limit floor. Indeed, there must be a high-risk, high-return game somewhere here. They will need to win, too. Our first order of business should be to see what kind of games exist on this floor. Well, we already found one of them, just by accident. It's the pitch black floor. Yeah, so we've already examined that one. But I wonder what's over here. Let's have a look at this board. These are the rules for what they call the Battle Arena. This is a series of one-on-one fair fights in which your skills are all you can rely on. Fair, please. There will be 3 rounds to this arena. Please enjoy the thrilling, incandescent battles. So it's like the whole challenger approaching thing in Super Bash Bros. Oh my god. You fight whoever shows up. Seriously? Super Bash Bros? Okay. I suppose a criminal trial is like a battle of sorts. This may be a bit more refreshing though. I'm curious as to what's waiting for us inside. Let's check it out when you're ready. Okay, so we have 2 ways. We can go play Super Bash Bros, or we can go play Resident Evil. Alright. I've never been good at Smash Bros, but at least this is turn-based and not skill-based.
It's somewhere.
Hello. Welcome to the Battle Arena, the infernal fighting ground where the embers of life glow bright. Oh, it's you guys. Our manager told us about you. Huh? The hell you been hearing about us? You're so quick to anger. Wonderful. That would be quite boring if that wasn't the case. Now, allow me to confirm something before I begin explaining. Do you currently have 10,000 coins? What? We don't. Well, that won't do it all. This is out of the question if you don't have enough for the entry fee. Now listen up. Come back here once you have that amount. This game requires a participation fee. We need to play by the rules, so let's go find somewhere we can win the necessary Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go play Resident Evil. But first, safe room. We'll come back to Super Smash Bros. Later, and we're gonna play Resident Evil instead.
Alright.
Oh no. That's right, okay, so I thought he would say the same thing, but I just wanted to check anyway. I didn't even get a chance to sell my treasures in the real world. It's a little bit sad, but... time will come.
Focus.
Smoke cigar.
I can feel it. Focus.
Oh, I could listen to this soundtrack all day. Right, the dark room. Welcome to the House of Darkness, our puzzling labyrinth in the dark.
What was that?
You better not be looking for a fight, we ain't interested. That won't be necessary, you're valuable participants after all. Participants? Most certainly, the original intent behind the high limit floor is different from that of others. On this floor, VIPs are encouraged to send substitutes to compete in the games in their place. Is it because of the high risk? Consider it to be like horses in horse racing, however, it seems you have no substitutes. Of course we don't, that should be obvious. Indeed it is. Hence you will be the vital participants in these games.
You got it.
So we basically need to be our own substitutes. Sounds perfect to me, that's way better than spectating. Splendid! Now allow me to explain the rules. A straightforward maze lies directly ahead of you. Straightforward maze? That's a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? I suggest you exercise utmost caution within, as the lighting is dimmed quite heavily. Your entry fee into this maze will be 1,000 coins, but if you can manage to reach the goal, well, you will obtain 10 times that amount. 10,000 coins just from completing a maze? It's no wonder they call this the high limit floor. I doubt the maze will be as simple as it sounds. Let's start. One more thing, you are free to head backward in the maze or even leave the room if you so choose. Well, please enjoy.
This feeling. I think there's a safe room around here.
I think there is too. 3 safe rooms all right next to each other. I guess it's just a quality of life thing. I will just save it here because, yeah. Drink some iced coffee. That I drank immediately after having some chamomile and spiced apple tea. Because I'm a heretic like that.
Okay.
Let's go. It's just getting suspicious. It's been suspicious from the start, Mona. It's so freaking dark. This is definitely not a little. We've been tricked. I'm sensing shadows too. Very simple, my ass. If we do not ascertain the layout and placement of the enemies, we'll surely find ourselves in danger. I just hope there's an adequate way of doing so.
I can feel it.
Yes, there is. I will just use my Joker sense.
I can see it. All right, we have it in sight. Show me your
Gotcha.
true form.
Now's our chance. Beat 'em
Final Assessor? Oh, I wish I was level 52. I'd love to
up.
grab
Come on,
that.
strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Should probably use a persona who has something that no one else in my team has. Yeah, I'll get out Zuzu.
It's time.
Actually, I don't think so. His abilities are a little too expensive.
Unicorn.
That's the thing, I've put myself in a situation where most of my personas, most of my masks have very high SP cost abilities.
It's time.
I feel like that was a mistake.
Cut him on. Go down.
Oh,
Will I take this one?
sure.
Understood.
Hit him up. Oh my god.
Well, on to the next triumph.
I've never seen that animation before. That was incredible.
All right. I can feel
Easy
it.
win. They were nothing.
Take it nice and slow.
It's somewhere. I can feel it. It's somewhere. Show me
Gotcha.
your true form.
Surprise
Dancing
We're
Witch.
evenly matched here. Just don't let your guard
I have not seen their ilk before.
Prepare yourself. Tenacious.
Good.
We're evenly matched here. Just don't let your guard down. Behold! It wasn't strong enough. An enemy's frozen.
It's alright.
Shattering one strike.
Hey, is that their weakness?
That's one knocked down.
Excellent.
That's one knocked down. Just stay there. Let's go.
Depending how things go, I'm willing to consider. Why are you wandering around here? You must be one of those delinquents I hear about. Do you have poor grades in school? At least I'm popular. Please, child, it's people with poor grades who feel like they need to make excuses like that. Been meaning to ask, humans do things called reunions, no? Would you be willing to spend time and money to see people you haven't contacted for years? It'd be too awkward. Someone who's lived a pretty normal life, you say some curious things. I'll give you this, so don't come after me. Oh. Okay, I really need to get more confidant rank up with Takashi so that he can teach me how to talk better. I think that's his whole thing. He helps you negotiate money, items, and masks from enemies. That must be his whole thing.
I can see it.
Oh, there's a bunch of other normal people here who are lost in the maze. Interesting. Yep, locked.
This has to be a joke.
We took the only path available straight to this point. So the participants are trapped in here to fall victims of the shadows. It seems they have no intention of letting us proceed further. This is cheating. Actually, it's even worse than cheating. Regardless, let's search for a way past. If we can't get the coins if we don't reach the goal.
It's somewhere.
Fortunately, I found something.
Hey, look.
There's a breeze coming through here. You think it goes somewhere else? How convenient. If they're not going to let us move forward, we can force our way through here. An unsurprising idea for Sai-san's sister. I'll go along with whatever plan we choose. Decision is yours, Joker. Yes, of course we're going to go through here.
I can feel it.
Gotcha!
Show me your true form.
I wasn't about to let you go.
We got the advance. The enemy's weak to ice.
This is my other self.
You got him, Fox. One enemy hit the ground.
Lend me a hand.
Gotcha!
That's one knocked down. Stand Let him have it, Skull.
Lend me your power. I'll try to say it in a way so you can understand. I wish I could see what kind of parents raised you to run loose and wreak havoc like this. I can't show you now. You didn't get that I was only joking. Do humans these days have no sense of humor? When I think about it, I have no family, I don't have much time left. I suppose it makes no difference if you kill me or if I die just a little bit later. You're giving up? Please, child, pep talk like in those sports movies? Ha, nice. I've existed in the sea of souls of humanity for all time. I'm Rangda. Why does the name Rangda sound familiar? Rangda's a magician. Interesting. Let us check out what you have. Swift Strike. Bloodbath. Counter Strike. Repels physical and gun. Ooh. Heavy curse damage. Are you better than my other magician? Leagues better.
That's a new one, isn't it?
How many people out there are aware of the fact that a league is actually an archaic measurement of distance? And if you are one of the people who was aware of that before I just stated it, do you know how long a league is?
Focus.
Let me just put something into perspective, right? About how much advancement we've made as a human species. particularly when it comes to exploration. You will no doubt have heard of a book called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by a renowned 19th century author Jules Verne. He wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is when we knew virtually nothing about the fathomless depths. Fun fact, fathom is also an archaic unit of measurement. But anyway, getting off topic here. He wrote a book called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 1 league is equivalent to 3 miles. So, his book is essentially saying 60,000 miles under the sea. Now, as we all know from relatively modern science and exploration and advancements, can't talk today, we know that the ocean is only about 10,500 meters deep at its lowest point, which is of course in the Marianas Trench outside of Japan. Oh shit, that was her only shot with that gun, whoops. Yeah, so Jules Verne in the 1800s wrote about being 60,000 miles under the sea, which is about 100,000 kilometers. Now, as we know, the ocean is only about 10 kilometers deep. So he overestimated the depth of the ocean by 99,990 kilometers. Easy mistake to make. Easy mistake to make. I doubt anyone holds it against him. Now let's see, I did not yet test ice. Oh, reflex ice, interesting. Well, you guard.
Strong. Has a significant resistance to ice.
You guard as well. Evil smile. Oh, chance of fear. If Joker is afflicted by fear, I think that means he doesn't do anything. Yeah, I just think he'll not do anything. Yeah, he's shaking.
Joker's afraid.
Not stirred.
Let's go. Die! Surprisingly tough.
Just attack.
Strong enough.
Oh, crap.
Joker! Joker! You have to wake up!
As soon as I saw Ghastly Whale, I knew exactly what it did. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's one knockdown.
Not
Let
moving
him
much.
have it, Skull.
Get him.
They're done for.
Don't come back. Okay.
They didn't stand a chance. Bored now. Oh!
Damn it. I need another lockpick. I'm definitely coming back here. Oh, that was just if I went that way instead. Okay. Okay, I think I'm in for a rough fight ahead, so... Maybe I should have Makoto and Arn in the party instead. I can't change the party, can I? Oh, there's a safe room here.
Is there a safe room?
Yes!
Ah, a safe room.
Darkness goal area. Sweet. Menu, map, dash, save.
Let's
Oh, I
do it.
can't change party members here. That's alright. Perhaps, if I just go to the casino entrance, I can change party members here. Yeah.
Do you have a moment? Oh,
Yusuke.
that settles it.
And An come in instead of Ryuji.
Hey! Oh. Thanks!
There. Oh, maybe Haru should come in instead of Morgana. Yeah.
Nice. This is exactly what we're hoping
There we
for.
go.
We've arrived. Now let's push forward, Joe.
Let's do it.
Save.
Now,
I have something. I can feel it. It's somewhere.
What do you have to say for yourself? Inconceivable. How could you have managed to make it this far? You truly are pests. Every time you think you've crushed them, they just come crawling back in.
What was that?
What was that, you bastard? I hope you're ready. We didn't appreciate that trap of yours. He's right. You didn't have any intention of letting us get past that maze in the first place. Ah, you're indeed correct. That is how things are supposed to be. You're not worthy of victory. Now won't you just lie down and lose for me? This isn't an easy job, you know. That won't happen. That's too bad. It seems I have no other choice. Yo! Okay, Naga, calm down. Oh, it's actually not Naga, it's Venomanaga.
the opponent is strong.
If you know, you know.
Don't do anything reckless.
Okay, so he's using electric attacks.
Ward off the enemy's attack.
Fantastic. Heavy blast damage to a foe.
Behold! Get ready.
Argydyne.
Take this.
Oh, nice. Moral support already at the exact perfect time. Thank you for the Tetrakarja.
Persona!
It's essentially what that is.
Let's see. No.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I doubt it's weak to gun, but... Yeah, it's not.
And Panther dodges with grace.
Oh no!
My skills exceed
The opponent is
yours.
strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Aegon. She got over that pretty quickly.
Let's do this.
Mataranda?
The opponent
What
is
haven't I
strong.
tried yet? Nuclear,
Don't do
wind,
anything
electric,
reckless.
ice. No, that's alright, what I'll do.
Hold on.
I'll call Ryuji in.
All part of the plan. Let's do this.
Zeodine. Wow, if I'd actually thought to switch Haru with him.
No dice.
Of course, he uses electric. Why would he be weak to electric? You moron.
Persona!
I'll take the floor. I am thou. Prepare yourself.
So does this one just not have any weaknesses?
Enemy is tough, and electric attacks won't work on it.
It's either wind or nuclear.
Stick to the plan.
They switch. Yusuke, Makoto.
I'm pulling back.
To the front! Joker, are you alright?
Ooh,
Joker, your health is low. Watch out! Persona!
Freyadine.
No holds barred! Persona!
You should be able to kill. There we go. That was close though. Oh my god, that EXP! Everyone.
All right, level up.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Swift Strike.
You move? You did it!
And Kuga. Hamon? Okay. Must have been his plan from the very beginning. What, to die? Considering how many things are on the members floor, it's no surprise this isn't a fair game either. And yet we still reached our goal. Come on, let us go. We've no more business here. We'll have to go to another game if we want to win more coins. Joker, should we go back to the reception area at once? Let's explore some more first.
Focus.
Cool, so we head here and then we go back to reception. Actually, we can go straight to the battle counter, can't we? Battle arena, yeah.
We arrived safely. Now,
Sheesh. Okay. Okay, everyone's all good. More or less. We'll be participating in our stunning battle arena.
okay.
Teamwork's gonna take down this arena of yours. That won't do. This is a series of honest one-on-one battles. Only one can participate. You'll need to choose someone to act as your representative. Ooh.
How about this?
This feels like a trap. An amount that high would certainly ensure great danger. Failure to infiltrate this palace will be the end of us. Joker should be the one to participate. We don't know what kind of enemies may appear, so his high level of adaptability will be vital. Leave it to me.
Yes.
You'll have to fight alone. Why is Joker the one doing it? I mean, I understand why. Just be careful, don't do anything reckless. I need to prepare first. Yeah, I need to prepare. I don't have the SP for this. I mean, I have a decent curry. 1, 2... Sure. Oh, you should probably heal? Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Albinicorn. I definitely healed. And also, I'm gonna get rid of that. Thanks for joining. So, now that I've healed, I'm actually gonna save here. I think that's about as healed as I'm willing to get without spending all of my SP items. Sorry if I gave you anxiety for a couple of minutes there. I also have to come back here later on because there are 2 chests I didn't have lockpicks for. Let's do this. Please head forward into the ring. entry fee and appropriate prize total shall be calculated at the end of the game. Prepare to know the true meaning of agony.
Joker.
Once, only you will be able to continue from here onward. We'll be cheering from the stands, so best of luck. I wonder if Akechi's gonna, like, find a way. No, it'd be more like Futaba. She'd probably find a way to, Seto Kaiba my way through this. Best palace? I mean, the music is a hella bob. I really like this palace. You will not be able to retreat, yeah. So if I can just get Futaba to Seto Kaiba her way through this for me, then that'd be fantastic. Gripping battle is here. The idiot leader of the adult-defying thieves has come. Odds are 1 to 1 to the house, 23.0. 1.1 to the house, 23.0 to the Phantom Thieves. Wow, the Phantom Thieves are surprisingly popular. It's rare to see odds in the double digits. Let us begin our serious one-on-one battle. Bring out the first contestant. What the hell? There's 2 of them. This isn't one-on-one at all. They're just ignoring the rules right from the beginning. Now then, it's time for this hellish trio of battles to begin. Ready, set, go. Nah, that's fine.
This one's strong. Be careful.
Hang on, aren't these weak to Bless? I don't know.
Let's see.
It's smirking. It's composed.
Zone up.
Cleave. Oof. Psychic? I don't know. Maybe.
Cut him on. Go down.
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Zone up. You're mine.
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Oh, right. You don't get an all-out attack because he's the only one.
Persona. Hold on. Persona.
May as well.
Go down.
Nice one, Joker. You hit his weakness.
Cleave again.
Nice, Joker.
Nice
Just
dodge.
at the last second.
Oh, thanks for the moral support. Thought I could finish it without using an ESP.
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second.
69.
Persona. Damn it.
Joker, you missed.
Ravage them.
I'm gonna run out of SP.
Joker, you're looking cool.
Like, that's just something that's gonna happen. I did pick up the extra Soma last episode though, because I had enough leftover chips. So I grabbed a Soma. And I would have grabbed like 3 or 4 of them, but there was only 1 in stock. Kaiwan went up. Okay.
I leveled up.
Woo!
All right.
Whoa,
Speedmaster?
that is sweet.
Oh, hell yeah! Maybe I should be using Markajama more. Markajama Mound, medium chance to forget all foes. Oh god. He really can't take a hint. The stupid Phantom Thief has won. You know, it's a little hard to say. I'm just gonna call him the Phantom Dweeb from now on. All you betting on the house, do not fret. The second round of contestants is arriving now.
Did you say?
What? There are even more than before. Oh, they're weak to electric though, so... How cowardly. There's nothing fair or honest about this. Quiet down in the peanut gallery. Now it's time to die in this blood-curdling battle. Good news is, you're at the end of the palace after this. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't really like it how the game literally just chucked me straight back in here 2 days consecutively. I wanted to actually make some more lockpicks, and I just didn't get the chance. Go Unicorn.
Unicorn.
snap.
Holy shit, okay. That was a lot easier than the last fight. Bullshit, why the hell aren't you dying, you goddamn family dweeb? I have a bet on this too. There's no way you're getting away with this. Time for our final contestant.
Can't be.
What the? Yowza, that's a big one. Grind his bones to dust. Let the extreme third battle begin. Oh boy.
Persona.
I wonder if I could get a Makajama on him. Damn!
Persona.
What I need is someone... Yes, I need Ranga.
Runga. I'm not done. You're mine.
What's wrong? Scared? This'll hurt.
Exactly why I went into Ranga.
Go down.
Joker, that was awesome.
Don't worry about it. I knew what I was doing. Ah, nice money.
All right.
Once again, justice prevails. The payout will be handed over after this. Please wait. Congratulations, here's your reward, 100,000 coins.
For real?
That was frickin' amazing, Joker. You were incredible, they never even planned on giving you a fair fight. I expected that would be the case, our other trials have been rigged as well after all. So you sent Joker in knowing full well the possible dangers. Duh. I simply had faith in his skill, and to be honest, there was no other course of action available. Come now, we should head to the bridge. This shall be our moment to shine. Hell yeah. Can I go in the arena again and earn another 100,000? Let's see what prizes there are here. Toy ray gun that fires a wave of despair. How many do I have? Oh, wait. I have enough! I have enough to get the golden beam. Ching. Wait, who was it for? It was a pistol, wasn't it? Oh, right, it was for Akechi. Golden beam. Excellent. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the scales will be imbalanced, because we need to go slightly up to get to the manager's office. Authenticating member's card. The required number of coins to activate the Bridge of Judgment is 100,000 coins. We got that, now let us through. It seems you worked hard to gather that many coins. I never expected you would make it this far. I commend you on your vigorous efforts. However, you will never proceed to the manager's floor ahead. From this moment forward, the number of coins for the bridge will increase to 1 million coins.
What?
What? That's not fair, you can't give us an impossible task like that. Ah, you finally understand. That is the point. Your task will forever be impossible. Hence, I will emerge victorious.
This is horrible.
We had only just barely gotten 100,000 coins as well. She said she would let us through if we had 1 million coins, yes? In that case, there won't be a problem.
What?
You know how to min that many? Not exactly. I already have the requisite coins right here. You snake! What? How could that be? You remember what we were told at the very beginning. Essentially, we could borrow as many coins from the casino as we already had on our card.
Do you have a moment?
Had we borrowed the max when we had 10,000 coins, we would have ended up with 20,000. And had we then bet on Joker at the Coliseum as a guest, our total would have grown to 460,000. Yes, but you're speaking purely in hypotheticals. That's not what actually happened. Pog, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks to Jordan51 for showing up. That's not what actually happened. Correct. On Joker's card. However, that is not the only card in our possession. I knew it. I knew it. That time where he was, like, given orders to get rid of the other card, he just kept it. You have another card? That's the Taro Tanaka card I told you to get rid of. Exactly. Instead of disposing of it, I secretly used it to gather coins and outsmart this system.
Superb!
460,000 coins. That means we would have over 500,000 if we add all of our coins together. So what? That's still clearly not close to the required total. Actually, once my account reached 460,000, I borrowed the maximum amount a second time. 920,000 coins, biatch.
That means...
After paying back the original 10,000, I was left with 910,000. Adding Joker's total to that brings us 1,010,000 coins. We can surely cross the bridge now.
Whoa!
Wait, if we borrowed all them coins, is there a problem? The manager's room lies ahead. We won't need to worry about coins after this. First time? Yes, first time. Definitely first time. Or did you honestly intend on paying back such a large sum? Impossible, this can't be. Bro, it's actually a little frightening how sharp you are. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm glad I was able to contribute to our Phantom Thieves' efforts.
Very well.
Now we should hurry and let the bridge down before she decides to change the rules once again. Yes, it's my first time and it's Alice's first time too. She would say hi, but she appears to be sleeping right now. I actually need to activate it, don't I? Card authorization complete. Your current total is 1,010,280 coins. Do you wish to activate the Bridge of Judgment? Yes. See, it's still raised in her favor. That's very symbolic. She still thinks she's ahead of us. Oh, yeah, we're almost there. We better be ready for whatever lies ahead. That was hella clutch of Akechi to do that. I knew it was gonna come back in. Like, they wouldn't just leave him on the camera looking at the card after he'd been told to get rid of it for no reason. Oh my god, the treasure is there.
I have something.
It looks like this is her base of operations. Perhaps her treasure will appear on that pedestal. A lot has happened, but we managed to get up here. Miss Manager's days are numbered.
I bet she's like carroting the hell out of herself in the level above.
Simply barge in here. Elegance is necessary for victory as well, you know. I entertained you with all of my games, but it appears you are still far from satisfied. Very well. I've made preparations especially for that possibility. This will be a game of life and death from now on. No matter who I face, I shall not lose.
Sis.
She's being set up to have a mental shutdown.
Our infiltration route is secure. We need to head back out and send the calling card.
And once the calling card is sent, Sai-san's treasure will appear, correct?
Yeah. Once the target is cognizant of the danger, that cloudy thing will take shape.
Boss fight hard.
I wonder,
I look
what
forward
will
to
the
it.
treasure look like?
That depends on the person. For
I think I still have,
Kamoshida,
like-
It was a medal. Madarame's was a painting, and Kanashiro's was fake money.
I'm pretty sure I'll have like 12, 13 days left to prepare myself for this fight anyway. I don't have to do it immediately. I could always go into Mementos. I think I have at least one target there. And I do need to find some liquid mercury.
In other words, the treasure is what marked the beginning of the palace ruler's aspirations.
could also be what caused their desires to swell.
Thinking about it won't get us anywhere, though. Let's head back and prepare the calling.
It doesn't matter what we think it's going to be when we're going to find out for sure what it is tomorrow. Or whenever. Whew. Oh crap, it's only the 1st. We have until like the 20th. What's up? You curious about the treasure? Speaking of that, it actually looks like there's a shape formed in the haziness. If I had to guess, I'd say Sis's treasure is a police notebook. Right, your father was. She probably thinks Dad died because the police were using him. That's why she believes justice is meaningless and there's no point living a subservient life. Dad's death is even the reason she aspired to become a prosecutor and grew so obsessed with winning. She has an insta-kill attack, which sucks. Oh wow. She really loved him. Sai-san's heart must be exhausted from living in such a fiercely competitive world. Honestly, beliefs alone are not enough to get you through. Even I understand that pain. But that is exactly why we need to change your heart. Yes, you're right. And now we've ascertained the location of the treasure for that goal. Would you like to return to the entrance now, Joker? Yeah, let's head back.
Okay.
We'll be able to send the calling card from the real world now. But first, lockpicks. Actually, no. First, Velvet Room.
Do you need something?
Thanks for letting me walk in, Justine. Caroline usually just shoves me in the ass. Ooh.
How goes the rehabilitation?
Decently well, Xemnas, thank you. Sarasvati, the melody of the heart, it shall become your mask and be with you. Looks very Hindu.
Alright.
Null sleep. Dekaja? Oh, Dekaja's not... Oh, I have another persona that does that already. Matarunda. Decrease attack for all foes. Yeah, again, I already have another... someone else who can do that for me. Diarahan. Full to 1. I prefer medium to all over full to 1. Okay. Merciless Executioner. Oh, nice. Don't forget to register personas so they keep their stats. Oh yeah, true. Is that what registering does? Oh, okay.
You'd like to register this?
Without a guide, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to just spend all of my yen just summoning random things and being here for ages. But once I get Horus, Seth is coming to the party. Hell yeah.
You're back.
All that remains is to send the calling card. Looks like we managed to get it out before that investigation starts going down too. We still don't know anything about the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns though. I wonder if we'll learn anything from Nijima-san's shadow. I doubt she has ascertained any relevant clues. I agree, that's why she has the warrant out on the Phantom Thieves after all. Furthermore, the public believes arresting us will solve the case. The public prosecutors won't stop now. They have the weight of the general public on their shoulders. If only we knew who the true culprit was, we wouldn't have to fight Nijima-san's shadow. Who could it be? Do you think it's someone we know? That's a possibility. True, but there would be no end to the mistrust if we begin doubting our peers. Either way, we only have one opportunity to turn the tables. This final calling card shall be my magnum opus. Simply let us know when you're ready, Sari.
Hey!
I want a massage.
What?
Fine. What do you mean you're seriously requesting me? You're the one who offered.
You're so stiff. Like right here. And here. Master!
Should do it.
Oh! See you later.
I'm heading home. No, stay! I need you to stay. I need you to make me some more curry. Please, come back. Come back. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. I could also do this. The problem is, I want to make lockpicks. But perhaps it's best if I personally make lockpicks. Because I think Kawakami only makes you one. And that's the trade-off for having her do it. Whereas I could make like 4 or 5 at a time. Let me actually just look at what I need to make lockpicks. I think there was an essential ingredient I'm actually missing. Yeah, silk yarn. I don't have any silk yarn, I need to... So I think I can actually buy silk yarn. From the shops. You could have her make you one every night, you've got plenty of time. That is true. Welcome.
How can I help you?
Silk yarn, please. You know what? Three's enough. 3's fine. I don't need tin clasps, holy shit. I guess I could just have her make me one. Right? And then I can go see Chihaya. Make sure I've got a fortune persona. Wait, that's not what I want. Fortune, Ariadne Picaro. Nice. Oh, right, I actually have to talk to the customers, get them to leave. Did you see they changed the questionnaire on the fan site again? Do you think the Phantom Thieves are innocent? It's funny that people make a big deal out of it. Of course they're not innocent. They're wanted, so they'd be arrested on the spot. Well, thanks for the coffee. Cheers. Wait, why am I checking the curry anyway? Oh, we're out of it. That's fine, no. Make me a lockpick, please. I have a date with a hot tarot reader. Let's make some tools. Need it.
Okay.
Call Kawakami.
Hi.
Yeah, you should have just stayed here after the massage. She's actually just the most useful confidant in the whole game. I'm glad I maxed her out as soon as I did, and I wish I'd done it sooner. Nice. Oh, the Jordan 51. I actually completely missed that you followed me, and I've only just seen it now. I'm sorry for seemingly ignoring that fact. I know where she is, I'm just checking out the place.
Welcome.
Mega fertilizer, hell yeah. Get me that. Oh, I can buy as much as I want, Jesus. Bookshop.
What do you want?
Yes. Makes any game easy. Oh wow, it's literally just Game Shark. Alright. What's this? Oh, general store. It's closed, okay. Hello. You sure you're gonna be okay? I can sense it just by looking at your face. The death aura is emitting a strange light. Do a verification test. Do you remember what happened last time? That man, Chairman Fukurai, visited me. If you have some time, can you stick around and chat for a bit? Yes, hang out with her. Let's go somewhere else. I've been thinking a lot about our last meeting, and I wasn't completely honest with you. But I've decided I'm going to tell you everything about Fukurai-san, as well as the real reason I decided to leave my village. I already told you about how it was a small traditional town tucked away in the mountains, right? Well, when I was young, I predicted a major earthquake. The villagers revered me a messenger of God. Oh no, were you a Cassandra? They turned you into a Cassandra. When I kept predicting disasters, they started blaming me for everything. They said I was cursed, a monster. So I locked myself away. People would still come by to throw stones through the windows, though. Things went on like that for some time, until one day an angry mob came and burned the house down? What the fuck? That's why I decided to come to Tokyo after graduating high school. I wanted to change my fate. I didn't know anyone, but I needed money, so I took the first job I could find at a small nightclub. I found myself surrounded by dangerous people, but that's when Fukurai-san approached me. He's a psychic too, you know. He knew from a mere glance that I was a runaway who had just come to Tokyo. Then once I told him why I decided to leave my village, he immediately invited me to join up with the ADP. That was when he gave me the moniker of the Maiden of Relief. He told me that I possessed a divine power to save others from misfortune. That I could become more than the monster people saw me as. I broke down the moment he said that. Deep down, I knew all along that the Holy Stones didn't have any powers, but I thought I might be able to save people even though I was a monster. Or perhaps because I was a monster. So the truth is, I was only ever selling those Holy Stones for my own personal benefit. I'm a terrible person, huh? I don't think so.
What?
My fortune said you're supposed to hate me. I never thought you would overturn even that fate, Arcelia-san.
I've made up my mind.
You know what? I see now how wrong I was. I'm not going to keep turning a blind eye to injustice. I'm going to expose the chairman's fraudulent activities and wake the other members up to the truth. Well, if it goes about as well as Kawakami's did, he's probably going to do everything he can to stop you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for listening to me today. If there's ever anything you need to talk about, I'd be glad to return the failure, Arcelia-san. Nice. Deepens your bond with a confidant of your choice. Holy shit.
All right.
Now that I think about it though, just saying the Holy Stones are powerless won't convince anyone. The ADP holds what they call seminars for believers, but it's really just brainwashing. That's why everyone thinks they'll be unhappy without a Holy Stone. I still have the shards of mine in my back pocket. Honestly, I don't hold any sway there, even though I'm the Maiden of Relief. Just who is the chairman? Let me think it over some more. We can talk further next time.
Thank you.
Yes! Thank you again for today. Yes, I recognize how absurdly good that is.
Hi!
Thanks for waiting. Alright, see you later. Deleted by admin, lol. Akeshi-kun, save us! Ha, little do you know. Stop shit posting.
Hey!
We were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something till we get here? Essential compendium for anyone in the flower industry. That's me! The unknown language of flowers.
Nice.
If you learn more about flowers, it'll be useful for when you work that florist job.
Oh.
So you finished reading Flowerpedia. That book covered the language of flowers at great length. That'll be handy for that florist job.
All right.
You have gained newfound knowledge on the language of flowers. You will now be able to see greater detail in the flower explanations while working as a florist. We're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time.
That's disappointing.
Mr. Inuai. I think I've just realized something funny. It might be totally coincidental, but Inui is similar to the English word ennui, which is an overwhelming sense of sloth and desire to do nothing. Ennui is the state where you just can't be bothered doing anything, even if you really should. It's the ultimate form of laziness. I've been a teacher for 20 years now, but this has been the craziest year of my career. There were those incidents in April, then the Phantom Thieves, and the principal. Yes, as you young folk might say, the situation is indeed quite whack. Perhaps you're wondering why I use such hip terminology, Oh hey, that sounds like me. There was literally a character in a fanfic that I was editing called Sin, and the name of the pony that embodied sloth was named Ennui. Perhaps you're wondering why I used such hip terminology. Now then, Arcelia-kun. The word whack was also used in a coded language from history. What was that language? I have no idea. Thieves' cant? Da Vinci Code, that just sounds... I'm thinking Thieves' cant, but... I have no idea. I have no idea what Polari is. Da Vinci Code sounds dumb. I know Cockney rhyming slang exists, but I don't think it's that. I feel like it's probably Thieves' Cant. What do you reckon it is? Oh, big stretch. I don't know, I'll just go with this. Hey! Intuition. If you knew that offhand, then I dare say you must be pretty whack yourself. I'm joking, of course. Still, you must be quite diligent in your studies. To thieves of olden days, whack was actually a noun, meaning one's fair share. If you wanted your part of a haul of riches your group stole, you would demand your whack, you see. He actually knew that? Yeah.
Nice going!
Nah, that was just a guess. A very good guess.
Alright.
If today's youth are freely using thieves' cant to each other in broad daylight, then truly we live in whack times indeed.
I see.
I'm not sure I've ever heard them say that. I used to use whack all the time when I was a teenager. That was 15 years ago, Jesus Christ. We have no messages. That means we can do whatever we want. I suppose now's as good a time as any to work at the florist? I'll go and get a luck reading. No, a kindness reading. Well, it is a luck reading, but it's for kindness. Have your phantom meeting? Oh, really? But, like, I don't necessarily want to go right back into the palace and have a big boss fight. I wanted to get some things done first. Is that a bad idea? Wonderful. Oh, it's only 5 SP. That said, I could just buy a shit ton of these. They're only 300 yen. Alright. Okay, well, I hope Alice kept you well entertained. Well, with a pose like that, I don't see how she couldn't. Thank you. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, playful kitty. Playful. Meow. Okay, so should I just buy a shit ton of Argonade and Water of Rebirth? That's not the right controller. Oh, I can only buy one. Rip. Blended with placenta. Classic. Well, let's go the other... Man, you know what? I wish I had known they sold SP recovery drinks much sooner. Because I would have gone and bought all of them every time I had the chance. That is just crappy. Right, so let's get the kindness. Fortune.
What shall we do?
Which fortune would you like to have read? Can I only get one? Here's the thing, can I get more than one? Because, like, if I can only get one, I'm gonna get the kindness reading. But if I can get more than one per day, that's okay, that's what I thought. Luck reading. Yep. No. Cutie. Okay, I want to increase my kindness. Hierophant. Yep.
What do you think?
Nice. Alright, so... if you meant different kinds of reading, you can do the luck and the affinity. Okay, well that is good. Maybe I'll just go... I'll call the meeting tomorrow. I'll work today, and if I get an affinity reading today... Think about someone you want to become closer with. Oh no. I have no way of predicting who's going to want my attention. Who usually wants my attention at night? Ichiko? For me? Yoshida. Thinking of who's most likely to show up at night and request my attention. It's either going to be Ichiko or Hifumi. Takemi is maxed. Mishima is maxed. And Kawakami is maxed. EY tends to ask for my help at night. Sojiro? Yeah, Sojiro seems the most likely. Have fortune read. Yeah, he almost always has the option.
Here we go.
Definitely the safest bet. Your feelings should have reached the other person. Thank you.
What do you think?
Right. Let's go work at the flower shop. Oh, hey, it's on. I'll work here. I'll do some shopping first.
Come in.
I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need the bionutrients, I got the really good ones. I'll work, now that I know extra stuff about flowers. Sarah-kun, we have an order for a bouquet. Please handle it.
I'm counting on you.
The customer is looking for reddish flowers, so please make a bouquet using those. Just reddish, not red. Ones that are close to red in colour are probably okay. Flashy, tame-scented red flower. So, reddish doesn't just straight up mean red, does it? It means colours close to red? I suppose there's only a couple I can choose from that even say anything about being red, so... I suppose I'll choose the Scarlet Rose. And the Carnation. And the Gecko Orchid. Pink and orange. Yeah, lightly pink flower. Recalls true love's embrace. I think orange is closer to reddish, isn't it? Than pink? Eh. That's okay. This should be good. I'm sure they'll love it. Our customers were extremely happy. Here's your pay for today. I gave you a little bonus because of how well you did. Ooh. Well, that just paid for the fortune. It's not actually a need to be vigilant anymore, yeah.
Nice.
Living surrounded by flowers might be your true calling. You were good with the customers too.
All right.
Wanna head back?
We should head home, yeah. I'll get... Wait. Oh. Damn, it was her. Mifune. That's alright. Kawakami can... No, I need her to do lockpick. I need Kawakami to make me another lockpick. I can't have her do laundry.
Okay.
I love that I'm just calling my teacher over as a maid to help me make things that are highly implicated to be about thieving. Like, I get that she knows I'm a phantom thief, but that's still somewhat sus. She just really wants to help. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize that Sojiro would go home when I called her over. It's alright. We can go and see Hifume now. I do have the sun persona. No, I need the star. Hifume. I need the star. And I do have Kaya 1. Damn it, yeah, whoops. Let's actually just see if there are any vending machines around here. Oh, there's a couple. I like how one of them is called Nasty. That's really funny. Oh, I can get 2 from this one? Sweet. Nasty sounds really funny. Should I just go to, like, every single vending machine in Shibuya? and just get all of the SP drinks. Like, how often do they recharge? Is it every day they come back? Like, does it get restocked every day or every week or what? Damn. Well, there aren't anymore. I actually don't know, yeah. Central, that's where I am now. Underground walkway. There is a juice place there. Oh, okay. See how many vending machines are in the underground mall? None? Okay, none. Yeah, alright, screw that. We'll just... What we'll do... Yep. Head over immediately. Excellent. After our match, I'll take you over to Booktown. Ooh. Going on a date, huh? Ginbocho. Famous for its Booktown shopping district with great curry to boot. Ooh.
Alright.
Please tell me I can buy takeaway curry there. That was a good match. I really do enjoy teaching you. You're such a quick learner. Today I thought we'd find you something to help you train on your own. This bookstore is filled with shogi-related books. I've been coming here a lot lately. There's also a curry restaurant just around the corner. I recommend their katsu curry. I always eat katsu curry before an important match, for good luck. Oh! Hifumi. Is that her mother?
Oh.
Hello. I hope your match went well today. Oh, okay, so she's a peer. What are you talking about? Today's our day off. My apologies. I forgot that there aren't any matches scheduled for today. Out shopping with your boyfriend? How nice for you. I shouldn't be surprised. You are a famous shogi player after all. Well, I won't intrude. Bye.
Sorry.
She was only glaring at you because you're with me. She's my senior. I defeated her in a recent title match. Oh wow, is she actually just straight up holding a grudge? Must have been the katsu curry. I don't mind. Well, that's very kind of you. The truth is, I'm not very well liked by my seniors. The more attention I get, the more enemies I make, the more lies spread about me.
Oh.
Perhaps it's odd to compare myself to them, but I wonder if it's the same for the Phantom Thieves. People are so divided about them on the internet. Some love them, while others hate them. I can't help but see similarities between us. What do you think about them? They're cool. I feel the same way, actually. It's amazing that they're still doing what they do, even though so many people criticize them. They've given me courage. But their victories can't be won with will alone. How do they change a person's heart? I'm interested from a tactical standpoint and... Oh, I'm sorry, we really are quite off topic. I feel like I've become much more talkative as of late. I usually don't talk this much. You're more than just someone I can practice new moves with. You're someone I can confide in. Ah, there's the key word. Tell me your secrets. Lower my special attack. I mean, what?
I look forward to it.
If you don't mind this sort of thing, I'd like to go out and chat with you again. Hifumi's trust is growing.
All right.
There's a book that I'd love
Let's
for you to
go.
read. Let's go. Are we going to the
Until
bookshop?
next time.
Until our next match, take care. That's right. So, the Sojiro fortune was a waste of time, but oh well. That was my own fuck up. See you later! 15.5%. Damn. Right.
Okay.
Let's meet up with the others.
right.
All we gotta do now is send the calling card. So when do you want to send it? The earlier the better, right?
Hold on.
No. In my opinion, we should wait until the right before the time limit. This is why you said to do this now.
How do you mean?
May I ask your reasoning behind that idea?
I was thinking.
Sai-san is a realist. Even if she believes that Phantom Thieves exist, do you think she knows how they steal
Could
hearts?
that be?
Furthermore, there's a chance she expects she will be targeted. So because her heart is ready for any possibility, the calling card might not have enough effect? I only say
Yes.
that theoretically, but I believe so.
Well.
Hence, it would be prudent for us to wait until we are driven into a corner to act.
How about this?
If we do so with no time to spare, I assume even Sai-san would have to be somewhat agitated.
You're right.
Ensuring the treasure actually appears, that sounds quite logical.
I agree.
Impressive, Akeshi-kun. Though it's a bit vexing that you know more about my sister than I do. That's just from having a professional working relationship. Oh, that is only because of my work as a detective, yeah.
That means.
Well then, if our time limit is November 20th and we act the day after sending the
How is
calling
this?
card, shall we send it out on the 18th?
Okay.
We should prepare as much as we can before
Well
then. Well, I can't complain about having more time. Make sure you're ready, everyone. Right, so I only have the assassin in Mementos to deal with at the moment. I feel like maybe I shouldn't.
Huh?
That's it for today. I'm gonna go wander around a bit. Drop me a line if something comes up. Maybe I should go work out with Ryuji at the gym. I have got some protein. Futaba can go up. And Makoto can go up, but why can't I... I must not have a high enough rank in something. Wait, I can just straight up go here? Oh. And then of course Shinya. Oh, I can go up with Shinya too. So many decisions. Your teammates should be free to confidant with. Yeah. So, Futaba. Not Makoto. For some reason. Should I rank up with Futaba? I think I should. How's the plant? It's healthy. Okay. Alright. How you doing? Talk! Should have realized sooner. Don't worry about it. So Futaba was a hermit. Do I have a hermit persona on me? I do not. I probably didn't need to come here to go to the Velvet Room, but I do need to go to the airsoft shop anyway, and sell a bunch of crap. Velvet Room, I need to summon a hermit persona.
Do you have...
Or make one. Leave keeping watchover monsters to me. In exchange, I grant you a mask that monitors the world. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, so I need lovers and I need chariot. You can also get Cerberus in the next palace. Oh, okay. If I'm level 55, that is.
Okay.
Nice. Snipe. Maiga? Let's see what Snipe... Automatically strengthens gun skills by 25. Oh, that works with triple down then. Maiga, medium curse to all foes. I don't really need Oni Kagura. And then Masuku Kajai's accuracy evasion for all allies, that's good. Hell yes. Hermit, Hierophant, Devil, Fortune, Strength, Tower, Sunfall, Priestess, Chariot, Star, Lovers. Nice. and having Kumukuten there. Hello.
Yo,
We just gotta wait for our scheduled day now. Do you have some time? I want to get cracking on that promise list I made. Yep.
all right.
Let's form our battle plan. Step into my office. Step into my office. Can't believe it's been 8 years since I played The Last of Us for the first time. Let's get started on this promise list. The first one is go somewhere with lots of people. Ooh, I got the perfect place. Akihabara Wars, Revenge of the Futaba. You're going to Akihabara? Careful out there. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Hey,
Did you see that tablet earlier? Whoever drew that picture was a real pro. Not as good as Inari though. He's got a particularly pervy view on art. What's going on? There's a super limited sale at the PC section. 3 terabytes for only 500 yen? What a steal. Yeah, that's like $6. That's actually a steal. Like, I'm sure someone stole it. That's gonna sell out in seconds. Mayday, mayday, I'm trapped in the home appliance kingdom. The 3 terabyte war rages on inside. There are just so many people. I don't know if I can last much longer. Call cut out. Maybe I should go look for Futaba. Oh, there she is. Ah! There you are. I was about to come find you.
thanks.
I didn't think I was going to see you until the end of time, but then I thought about you while I was wandering around the store, and bam, a wild cereal appeared. I love how she drops like video gamey references. Good to see you again. You're the one who appeared. Good to see you again. So you're relieved? What an incredible coincidence. Me too. Wait a tick, I just finished a promise. Go somewhere with lots of people. Am I awesome or what? It's all cause of the 3 terabyte war. Oh, and cause you brought me here. I, Futaba Sakura, hereby thank thee. She's the best, endearingly dorky. Yeah. She reminds me a lot of Moondancer.
All right.
I don't know though, I panicked hard when I was soloing that dungeon. I think not being with you is kinda scary. I'm gonna add another goal to my list, being okay without you around. It might be a long quest line, but I'll finish it someday. Whew, I'm tired.
Okay, going home.
Oh, did that actually just take all day? Since Okumura, there have been so many. Phantom Thieves are going too far. Aren't they getting carried away? Are the police gonna do anything about this? Oh.
Ah, you're back.
Another box came for you. Right. What'd you get? Seedy gear? You bought stuff from Shady Commodities. I did. Now I'm gonna call Kawakami to do a load of washing for me.
Okay.
Go ahead and call it.
Hi.
Nice. Thank you. Optimal. Forgot this one doesn't have SP stuff, does it? No. Admin thoughts. ADP matter. Let me just see real quick. Yoshida is gonna go up. Yes, I would like it if he can help me with negotiating personas. Oh, Chihaya's gonna go up too. I think I need Yoshida a bit more than I need Chihaya right now. Tougher than I thought. I don't know what to do. Can we talk about it? Decide later. Admin thoughts, yeah. I think they're wrong. That's what I plan to discuss. I'd like you to hear it. I want your opinion. Yep. Let's meet in the square at Shibuya Station. Yoshida has a time limit for reasons, so finish him as soon as you can. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty low with him. I only just discovered him like a month ago in game time. The conviction of a government is often tested during times of turmoil. However, the current administration refuses to discuss their plans for the future. Can we really accept such an utter lack of transparency? I've been hearing this type of criticism about the government a lot lately. That's because Diet member Shido has been gaining popularity by saying the same thing. So he's just echoing another politician's criticism of the government? Apparently. Whatever. So first you stole party funds, now you're stealing ideas? No good, Tora? Stop talking all big, you ex-con. It seems I've drawn the ire of the audience once again. So he's claiming those who have made mistakes in the past shouldn't get a second chance? What can I say to that? Just shut up and listen. Oh, this is me talking to the person, not Yoshida. Just shut up and listen. What was that? You got something to say to me, kid? Yep. What's up with this kid? Listen to what he has to say. You little punk. Yes, I am no good, Tora, and I have made mistakes. Yes, I am unpopular and powerless, but that has nothing to do with my arguments. These are things I learned from all my hardships.
Yes.
You can ridicule me all you want, but I will continue to oppose what is wrong with this world. Today's speech ended up being filled with a lot of passion, quite unexpectedly I might add. The highlight though was your yelling. I just spoke the truth. It's very promising, but don't overdo it. You should avoid making enemies whenever possible. That is all for today. You two are amazing. I've been wrong this whole time. Even though someone has failed in the past, it doesn't mean that person can't try again. Thank you, and fuck cancer culture. That's all I wanted to say. Please wait.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is all I wanted to say. You're a strange one, just like that kid. I learned something from your dauntless spirit today. How did you know I had dauntless guts? I have a bad habit of getting flustered whenever someone calls me no good Tora. But you see me as someone of value, so I refuse to cower to criticism in front of you. Today you taught me that I must have more confidence in my arguments. Nice.
All right.
My way of thinking changes when I'm with you. Perhaps it's the influence of your youthful spirit. My apologies. It seems we're out of time. Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about that. If I'd remembered, I would have gone to Chihaya and gotten the fortune reading. That's fine.
All right. I shall ask
Good
you
work
again
today.
another
I'll see you
time.
again soon.
Hi.
Thanks for waiting. Here you go. A quiet collar, 2 gambler guards, and a gambler shirt. See you later. $14.7. Ooh. Innocent till proven guilty. Yes. Yes, exactly. Our approval rating's starting to look like cryptos in a bear market. Good morning, Seru-kun, Mona-chan. Phantom thieves are all over the newspapers and television. We're outlaws now. We're at the point we can send a calling card, but it makes me anxious to sit around and wait. How about you, Seru-kun? It makes me antsy too.
Yes!
Ah, so we're the same. Pauses like these make me think about a lot of things, even more so since we can't afford to fail. So we're sending the calling card on the 18th. It's a ways away, but I'd like to spend these days wisely. Indeed, I am spending these days wisely.
Oh, no.
This country's been getting dangerous, and peace had been our only redeeming feature. The Phantom Thieves should target somewhere bigger, more global, not this tiny island country. Does she forget how many people actually live in Japan? Population-wise, it's larger than most. Oh, like, I don't know, the casino city of Las Vegas or something? It was like a dream when I went there. I might not look it, but I'm good at card games. The 4 suits of cards all symbolize something. By the way, Mr. Arcelia, look at this.
How about you?
Clubs is a club, diamonds is a gem, spades is a sword. What is hearts? I was gonna honestly say ladies' buttocks, because that's literally what a love heart is. Club, gem, sword. Should I just say heart, or is it Holy Grail? Like, what? Why do I feel like this is a trick question, and why do I feel like if I answer what I think is the trick answer, I'll feel stupid for not answering the obvious? It's... oh my god. This is driving me crazy. Watch it actually be an apple. Jesus. Oh no. This feels so obvious, and I'm gonna feel so stupid either way if I get it wrong. Clubs is a club, diamonds is a gem, spades is a sword. Wait! Club is a weapon. Sword is a weapon. Gem? Why do I feel like it relates to the Crusades?
This is it.
Excellent.
The answer is the Holy Grail. The heart was originally drawn as a cup. Yes! I was right. I was right. They say the suits also represent classes of people. The rulers of the Holy Grail are clergymen. There are cards that belong to no class. In other words, they have no suit. Nicely done. Thank you.
Nice going.
Nah, I just used deductive reasoning. Looked for a common thread between all of them, and it just leapt out at me. I just thought of 10th, 11th century.
Alright.
Because I know cards has been around for a very long time. The only card without a suit is the Joker. Some theories say it originates from the Fool in tarot decks, but no one knows where it really came from. Both are trump cards that can bring about unexpected effects. How you use them is critical.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got that.
Hey.
Training, Shibuya people watching. I don't have an Emperor on me. But, if I were to check, I still can't with Haru. Yusuke and An both, oh my god. But also... should I do Yusuke, An, or Shinra? I've been neglecting An for a very long time, I think. Yeah. I've been neglecting An for a long time. No training? No. Where are you? Oh, while we're here, experiment. I'll try the vending machines again. These ones only had HP stuff, right? I don't think the possibilities change, no. Wait, where's On? Did I run past her? Like, did I just completely miss her? Oh no, she's probably in the... Oh, she's in the underground mall. Right. Underground mall. Yeah, wrong area. I figured it out, don't worry. There she is. What are we doing? Yep. Hang out with her. Head back to Inoxira Park.
Hey!
Oh, there's ducks over there. They must be a family. This place seriously feels amazing. It's not even that far from Shibuya, but it feels so different here.
Hey!
You know, Tokyo is so strange. There are tons of people and tons of stores, yet there are still duck-filled parks here too. It even has the Ilex Shrine. It has everything, but it feels like I can't understand any of it. It's honestly kind of scary. I know what you mean. You only just moved here, hey? Well, it's a bit of a stretch. I've been here 8 months. When I first got here, I had a super tough time adjusting. It's so crowded. Everyone walks really fast, almost like they're angry or something. No, they're just very switched on about getting everywhere on time. Even at school, I was only ever the foreigner. Nobody really knew me. They just spread rumors. I thought maybe my looks were the problem. I even considered dyeing my hair black to match everyone else. That was when Shiho talked to me. The first thing she said was, "Takamaki-san, your paintings suck." That's hilarious. I thought she was just making fun of me like everyone else, but that wasn't her intention. According to her, they were so bad she just had to tell me. Pretty mean, huh? Still, that was the first time someone here talked to me without mentioning my looks. We sort of just grew closer after that, and Shiho's been my best friend ever since. That's not why we're here, though. There's something else I need to talk to you about.
Hey!
Do you remember what I told you the last time we came here about that female thief in the anime I used to watch? Well, I thought of something. Tell me. It's gonna knock your socks off. You know how the villains in those shows are always going on about world domination? Well, even though they get beaten by the heroes every time, they never give up. That means they must have really solid hearts, and that's what I'm gonna try and learn from them. Good idea. Right? So I've decided...
Yes!
I'm gonna star in action movies. Good luck with that. Thanks, your support really helped. Oh my god, I've gotten the right thing 5 times in a row. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks, your support really helps. Alright, I'm making this my ultimate goal for the future. You know, I really thought much about what I want to do in life, but now I have an objective, and that only happened because of talking to you, Seru. That reminds me of the time I got 5 perfects in a row when I was tutoring Ferdinand in 3 houses. It's the one and only time I've ever got 5 perfects in a tutoring session. And of course it was bloody Ferdinand.
Alright.
Well, if I want to be in action movies, I'll need to work on my actions. I wonder how many sit-ups I'll have to do. Wait, Ryuji said he knows a good gym. I should ask him for advice.
Oh yeah!
Oh, and I need to tell She-Hulk that I have a new goal. She'll definitely be happy to hear that.
Come on,
Let's
let's
jog
head
to the
home.
station. Heck yeah. Heightened motivation's always a good thing.
Ah, you're back.
Mm-hmm. I'm thirsty for info. I could go to Ginbocho and see what's actually there. I might go to Ginbocho. Although, what I'll do first is I'll have Kawakami make me some curry. Nice.
What do you want to
Make
do?
some curry? Let's ask Kawakami.
Yep.
Make sure you close up.
Yep.
Hi.
You just want me to make curry, right? Thank you! Yeah, I think I will check out Ginbocho. This line of bookstores makes for a grand sight. So this is Ginbocho, the town of books. Let's go into the store. Oh, you're pretty young compared to most of our customers. Our bookstore caters to experts, so the books here might be a tad difficult for most high schoolers. Well, I'll sell you the easiest book that we've got. Go ahead and take your time with it.
How can I help you?
A book chronicling a great swordsman's life. Find the guts to face death. Heck yeah. Thank you, come again. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, straight up? I can't go to the curry place? What? Never mind. We'll go to the red light district. And I'll try going to the vending machines again. Oh, okay, so they only have... They must have randomized items. Oh, okay, sold out, yeah. Damn. I'll try this one up here. Sold out, no. They must take time to come back. Get a fortune reading, please.
What shall we do?
Affinity. Ichikoya.
Here we go.
Here we go. Your feelings should have reached the other person. I bet you can deepen your friendship even further now. Ooh,
What do you think?
thank you. I think you're very valuable. I think you're amazing. Thirsty, I can turn it up. Go right away. Come to Crossroads. They like it when you accept their thing right away. Unexpected, huh? And then your principal commits suicide. The public blames the Phantom Thief for both incidents, but something doesn't add up. Maybe you're rubbing off on me, but I guess a journalist's gotta question everything. God, my head is splitting. Work's been tough. I need a break. You have any good stories? I'm taking a little break, so I'm all ears. Hang out with her.
Well then.
Lala-chan, 2 drinks, please. Here, take a seat. I'm so exhausted. Thanks to my quota and that shithead chief. But I made some progress on my personal investigation. I did some research on the Phantom Thieves. I'm starting to get the impression they might actually be the real deal. No signs of an internal power struggle, no dirty money changing hands. It almost seems like all this recent negative press was fabricated. Holy shit, she's a good journalist. There's no actual proof to support the claims. And I mean, you're still a fan, right? Honestly, the more I get to know about the Phantom Thieves, the better I understand them. I can relate to their sincerity. They remind me of how I used to be. I already know firsthand that fighting the evils of society is a never-ending, thankless job, but I still do it nonetheless. I bet the Phantom Thieves share that same type of passion. I never thought I'd hear you talking about passion, Ichiko-chan. Maybe all this talk about the Phantom Thieves has influenced you, or maybe it's just the kid. Maybe. I mean, he is a pretty big fan of theirs, so... Oh, shit. Yes, this is Oya. That's right. What? You found Kaio? Where is she? What do you mean you can't tell me? Why the hell not? Hey, what's going on? Wait! Kaio. Could it be? That was one of my journalist friends. He thinks he found Kaio. He followed up on a pretty far-fetched string of rumors for me, but now he's saying he doesn't want to get involved. Damn it, why the hell won't he tell me what's going on? I can't just give up. See, because that he knew that without involving himself, but telling you that he knew that you would then seek out the answers yourself. He keeps his hands clean, and you get renewed motivation. At least that's progress. I mean, we didn't even know Kaio-chan was still alive before now, so... Stop right there. Huh? I knew it. You've been looking into Kaio's case behind my back. Well, not anymore. I've cut off all your resources. I suggest you drop this investigation if you don't want to face the consequences. Wait, you're the one who pressured my contact to keep quiet? I told you, this is where your wild goose chase ends. Oh, and I'll be doubling your quota again. No more of this personal investigation. Got it?
Huh?
What? Are you trying to kill me? Hey now, Mr. Chief, can you really do that? I don't think anyone asked for your opinion, bitch. Sock him in the fucking mouth and break his glasses and then kick him in the nads. Listen to me, Oya. Give it up unless you want to end up just like that stupid friend of yours. Don't talk about Kaio like that.
Stop messing
Don't
around.
you dare. If you even think about talking shit on Kaio again, I won't hesitate to beat the living shit out of you. Whoa, hold on. Take back everything you just said, or I'm gonna do even worse. It's too late now. The higher-ups have decided to put that incident to rest, and that's what we're doing. You understand? That spineless little bastard only cares about himself. Wow. Even Lala is, like, riled up.
Shit.
This had to happen just as I got a new lead on Kaio. What should I do? Should I go knock him out? Don't let him provoke you. I know, I'd be playing right into his hands if I let him get to me, but... God damn it! No, I need to stay calm. I can't give him any more reason to fire me. Just stay calm and think. Ah, this sucks! An even greater quota is going to be a problem, but I can't give up now. I promise I won't stop fighting. I'll prove it to you with another great article. Exclusive, the fandom thieves stealing hearts and changing lives. Sorry. I really will try and calm down now. I can sense her passionate devotion. Outrageous scoop. Delivers the same effects as rumor-filled scoop, but to incredible effect. I've never actually had her write a scoop on me before. What does it do?
Alright.
Like, I've literally never asked her to write a scoop. I'm still frustrated though. All that bullshit he said is really getting to me. I wish I was better at controlling my emotions, like you are. You're charming as you are. Huh?
So,
Nobody's ever said anything that sweet to me before. More importantly, Ichiko-chan, how are you gonna manage having your quota doubled? I'll just work twice as hard. I should be fine as long as I keep getting good info from my favorite source here.
give me some news.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me hear all about today's scoop. They spoke about the Phantom Thieves in a way that somehow piqued Oyu's interest. I feel like my charm has increased.
Alright.
I should be going. See you next time you have info for me. That was a productive day.
Hi.
Thank you for waiting. Here you go. I love how she does the cute curtsy even though she's not obligated to in any way. So, serious question here. Kawakami cooks me a decent curry. Is Kawakami making the curry for me giving me a lower quality curry than I could be if I made it myself? Like, is that the trade-off for her cooking curry? That she makes one not quite as good as you? I bet money on the arrest. Yes? Okay, cool. So you can actually make a superior curry to her. Cool.
Hey!
We were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something till we get there? Oh my god. Makes any video game easy. I feel like I need to read Master Swordsman. A heart without hesitance is the essence of Bushido. Learning about the spirit of the samurai seems useful, but this book looks difficult. Oh yeah, he's reading it right to left. I completely forgot they do that in Japan. I didn't realize how long you'd be reading. How far'd you get? Seems like you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. We're almost at the station. She eventually can make a super good curry, but if you build up your curry skills, you can make 2 to 3 per cooking. Ah. So kind of like how when you build your proficiency, then you can make multiple items. Right. So my proficiency is already at max. Does my ability to increase the quality and quantity of curry increase in tandem with Sojiro's confidant rank? Let us begin, class. Do you understand what we went over last time?
Well...
Ahem. Miss Usami, please come to the faculty office at once. Thank you, Kawakami. What could it be? Everyone make sure to study on your own while I go to the faculty office. Kawakami's graciously given us this free time, so we'd better put it to good use.
What do you want to do?
What's the plan? I'm gonna read more Master Swordsman. It's that or just making curry on your own, okay. Let's read more Master Swordsman. A heart that never backs down is the secret to Bushido. Learning about the spirit of the samurai seems useful, but this book looks difficult.
Hey, hey!
Maybe I should just go to the library and finish the book. I mean, I guess I'll borrow novel on Arsene. Be careful with it. Right. Futaba will go up. Ryuji. I could visit the Red Light District. Get a reading. Fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Affinity. Ryuji Sakamoto. Have fortune read.
Here we go.
Here we go. Your feeling should have reached the other person.
What do you think?
Still doesn't do anything. What are you doing? I'm waiting at LeBlanc. Keep me posted. Nah. Wait, I do have a chariot on me, don't I? I went out of my way to get a chariot. Yes, I did. The White Rider. Got it. Oh, he was like literally just in the hallway outside. I took a train to go somewhere to come back to talk to him, and he's just been standing there the whole time. What a bloke.
Yo.
Been our day set for calling card, just gotta wait. Think about training a bit. We're gonna get rusty if we're gonna keep ourselves active. Yeah, I'll hang out.
Yo.
What are we doing today? Let's train. Or let's go somewhere fun. Let's train.
Wanna get going?
Go get changed. We're gonna do some jogging today. And I have got protein. Ryuji's covered in sweat. Seems his workout was even more intense than usual. Oh, okay. So I don't actually get to use the protein.
Ah, you're back.
You're back. EY. New move assistance. Okay. EY or Hifumi won't go up yet. Oh, he's the hanged man. I don't think I have a hanged man. Is there a hanged man persona? that I can create. Hackathon share.
Is this what you want? A fee is required. This is your power.
Hurry up. Alright. Yeah, I want to work. In that case, do some work around the shop. It should be fun for a gun enthusiast like you, right? Yeah, I'll hang out with him.
Good.
Go drop off a bag for Kaoru. Right. UI seems satisfied. He asked me to do one task after another. That's okay.
See ya.
Well, I would have got proficiency, but since I'm at max proficiency, I just don't get it. Oh, we're definitely in the bear market now.
Hey,
Yes, I know, there's only 12 days left, I get it.
nice.
Looks healthy. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Daytime, what do we have to do? Oh, Yusuke will go up. Why, Makoto? Why can't... What do I need? More charm? Well... Go to Yusuke. Yusuke is on Central Street, I think. Oh, I just remembered something. Shit. Underground walkway. It's Sunday. So I'll go and see what the... Oh, Yusuke's actually literally right here too. It's a little pricier than others. Special drinks. Aijiru, or Aljiru?
What do you want?
Making you radiant with charm? Holy shit. Yes. You really need to get pumped up and tell yourself it's for your health. Nice chugging, that's how you do it. That's actually how I down my vegetable juice in the morning. It's 5 gulps and I've got 3 serves of vegetables for the day. Bruh. Good job, I was watching you try so hard. I'll take it.
Alright.
Now that you're healthy, let's go elsewhere. I mean, I could go talk to her, but I'll just see. Like, okay, so Yusuke is definitely going to go up. That's something that I want.
Well,
All we can do now is wait till the time being.
actually...
I spoke with Aiko. She said her boyfriend was okay with the double date idea. She asked me to show you her picture though. Apparently, she thinks you look a little lame. She told me that my boyfriend is in the same league as her Tsukasa. I was gonna disagree, but you are a bit disheveled at times. This is a problem. Yeah, my charm needs to be debonair if I want Aiko to accept me. Mm-hmm. That makes sense, I suppose, in the context of the story. So, let's talk with Yusuke.
Indeed.
Wait until the proposed date. How do you plan on passing the time until then? I want to hang out with you. You must have a wealth of free time if that's your decision. I'm still unsatisfied by what happened in the exhibition. I've thought a great deal about it, and, well, there's something I'd like to try painting. Do you think you'll be free to help? Yeah, man. Hang out with him.
I'm in your debt.
It would be rather difficult to go by myself. Our destination is Inokashira Park. Oh, that's a popular place with most of my confidants.
Thank you.
It would be impossible to sketch while... Oh my god. Why does this always just make me think of Little Mermaid? Or The Good Place, actually. I should bring a girl here. Somehow I don't think he'd like that. But it would be a good reference to Little Mermaid. Why are we in a boat? What other reason could there be but to search for my next motif? I'll be counting on your cooperation today, by which of course means your all work. Look at all the ducks, they're so cute. Don't get so excited, you'll fall off, you know. Perfect, this is it. My previous painting captured only one aspect of the heart, desire. As such, I was unable to arrive at a truly authentic representation. That's why we have come today. I shall paint a second aspect, the burning passion between man and woman. Fittingly, our theme today will be the wonders of love. You'll have an important role to play here today as well. While I draw, ensure the boat remains as steady as possible amid those devilish ripples. Ah, this angle, incredible. That bashful side profile, those moist eyes, their overflowing passion is wholly evident. They are akin to Adam and Eve, yet in time all lovers must come to know the pain of separation. Separation is the natural end to any such relationship, but even beyond that, love endures. Precisely, this is the truth of the human heart. It will make the most wonderful painting. It shall be adored by all who gaze upon it. It may even be given top prize in the next exhibition. Wait, now's not the time to be thinking of such trivial matters.
Hey.
Can you please remain still? Huh? Return to your prior angle. I must capture your profile. What the hell are you doing? Rejoice, for I shall preserve your beautiful love so that all coming generations may bask in its glory. Are they about to tell him that they're brother and sister? Once I complete this painting, you will become the new legends in the art world, a modern Adam and Eve. Legends? Art? This dude's off his rocker. Come on, let's report him. What? Hold on a sec. Are you drawing us? What? You're using us as models?
Yes.
A man and woman intimately swaying in a dinghy of dreams, the blush of their cheeks, the bashful looks. Yes, this is the love I was so emphatically searching for. Love? I guess you could call it that, but it's kind of... Oh my god, I was absolutely right. This is my sister. I told you I didn't want to come here with you. The only ones who do this crap are stupid couples. But I've always dreamed of coming to Tokyo and riding a boat here. Though it was supposed to be with my boyfriend, not my brother.
How could this be?
Amelia? So that overflowing passion was just a figment of my imagination. I can't believe I called it. Seems my bias has caused me to overlook the truth of the matter. You have a wild imagination. I'm well aware of that fact, though it may not always seem like it.
I see.
Romantic love and familial love, the two may be nigh indispensable depending on one's point of view. Perhaps the truth of the heart lies in the eye of the beholder. Seru, I feel as though I've learned something today. Nice. What did you learn? Chance to step in after shadow negotiation fails, allowing a retry.
Alright.
Cool. Oh, there was a bird at my window, trying to get in. So only couples ride these things, right? That means those two. Shh, there are people from all walks of life here in the city. Ooh, tell me more. What are they doing?
Let us return
Oh well, come, it's about time we return home. Please row us back to shore, Seru.
See you.
That's funny.
Hi.
Just make me some coffee, please. Thank you. Shall we do a test? I mean... decide later. What I should have checked first. Oh, Yoshida will go up. Yeah, so yeah, I don't actually have to, go to Chihaya. Today's speech is a bit different from my others, however your assistance would be the same and you're up to this task. Yes. Thank you. The truth is there'll be cameras there today. I'm not comfortable with that, but I couldn't decline. In any case, we just have to do what we've been doing. Well then, I'm waiting at the square. Perhaps, since talking with him gives me charm, I probably should have gotten a charm reading, but that's okay. Acting not in self-interest, but for the greater good. That is the mindset we politicians must instill in our constituents. Okay, all queued up. Okay, we should be able to get a lot of interesting footage. It is no good Torah after all. Advocate an overly optimistic policy only to lure in voters during the election season. That's how No Good Torah thought and operated 20 years ago, making unachievable pledges. This isn't how I saw it going. If you make a promise, you must keep it. If you make a mistake, you must atone for it. These are basic human principles that we have all learned from the youngest of ages. Boring. He's making some pretty good points, don't you think? That's why it's all useless. Yeah, they only care about drama. It seems like they only wanted to get some footage of the old no-good Torah. Very disrespectful. However, I've been distancing myself from that. Do you think I've regained my confidence? I think so. Well, I must have if you think so. However, I'll never forget the disgrace I suffered as no-good Torah.
Hey.
Can I tell you a story? I mentioned this before, but 20 years ago I was lucky enough to become a Diet member. However, I wanted to be a politician for all the wrong reasons. I wanted to be in a position of power, and I was obsessed with the glamorous lifestyle. I thought only of being popular. I truly was no good Torah.
Hey.
Learn from me. Don't let being a member of the Diet be your only goal in life. Voters are much more sensible than we give them credit for. Being ambitious and striving to advance in the political world will change your outlook on life. Occasionally raises the chances of an enemy giving you a rare item.
All right.
Yes! You've given some good speeches, Mr. Yoshida. I can't believe you lost the last 2 elections.
Hmm?
Huh? You're Mr. Kuramoto's grandson? I'm correct. That's correct. I'm his grandson, Benzo. Does he know that you're here speaking with me now? I'm aware that you and my grandfather are on bad terms, but that doesn't concern me. This must be your secretary, huh? I heard he's been helping you out a lot lately.
What?
You know about him? My grandfather was recently hospitalized, and you've become the topic of our conversations. I'd like to talk with you again sometime. I learned a lot from your speech today. Mr. Kuramoto spoke with me? Matsushita? Sorry, I have to take care of some business. Let's wrap this up for today. Yeah, I should have gotten a charm reading. Oh well.
All right.
Charm has improved.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Cheers, mate.
Hi!
Thanks. LeBlanc coffee. I'll see you later. I feel like this is going to be an extra long episode. It's already over the 3-hour mark, but I just want to keep going. I got nothing else to do today except a couple of household chores that won't take me too long.
Hey,
11 days left. Okay, thank you for reminding me. What are your plans? Right, okay, so I've learned to do this now. Yusuke will not increase. Shinya will increase. No. Nah. Okay, so do I actually have a tower? I do have a tower. Matsugu Inuyagi. Have you started Haru's at all? Yeah, I think I've got rank 1 with her. Hurry up. Wait. Wait, no, what? Where is she? But last time I went to talk to her, I didn't even get the option. I have not started Haru's. Huh. That was good of you to point out. I got a Phantom Thief strap this time from the capsule toy machine in the back alley. It costs 500 yen each try, so I can only play once in a while. In any case, you're getting really good, Arcelia-san. You're gonna train today too, right? Yeah, but her name was grayed out, so that's what made me think I couldn't. I feel like I can become closer with Shinya thanks to Izanagi. Study under him.
Alright.
Let's just play a game then.
Hey.
How are the Phantom Thieves doing? I'm still rooting for them. I hope they don't get discouraged and quit. The war's still going on. It's probably because they think I'm weak. If only I was as strong as the Phantom Thieves. Hey kid, you may be small, but you played a great game. What? So being big is better? Hey, my bad. I didn't mean it like that. I just thought we should be friends since we're both gamers. Familiar young man? Is he the cheater? The name's Takekuma. I make a living from gaming, more or less. Ever heard of me? Huh? Takekuma, the pro gamer? Yeah, you're the guy from all those videos online. And you're the one they call the king, right? I've always wanted to play you, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I mean, if I beat you, your rank will definitely drop, and I don't need people bashing me for bullying a kid.
You bastard!
You just called me weak. That's it, we're playing. I won't lose. As I expected of the king. Okay, let's get this started.
Alright.
I'm gonna win. I have to.
No
He's
way.
using, like, weird techniques. The king's getting destroyed. That's Takekuma, isn't it? He's awesome.
Huh?
I missed? He's getting flustered. The king lost. But that doesn't count. Let's play again. You got it. Wow, that's 10 losses in a row. The king got slaughtered. That's hilarious. One more game. No matter how many times we play, the end result will be the same. We should probably stop for your sake. Shut up.
You
You
bastard!
cheated, didn't you? Yeah, you tell him. Right? There's no way I could have lost. Man, I guess the king's just a little kid after all. Looks like I overestimated your ability. I'd feel bad beating you again, so I'm gonna go. He's absolutely cheating. Make sure you practice for the next time we play. Damn it. You've got to be kidding me. That was a setup and a half right there. Get your revenge. I will. I'm the one who's gonna win in the end. If I lose, it's all over for me. I'm gonna beat him next time for sure. This isn't over. The strongest always win in the end, just like the Phantom Thieves. Watch, I'll win for sure next time. I'm not a loser, you'll see. More motivated than ever before. Nice.
Alright.
Crap, it's late. I gotta go. Man, that Takekuma though, telling me to practice for next time. A grown-up shouldn't spend so much time playing video games. I disagree. Hard disagree. Kindness has increased.
Alright.
Bye.
Today tired me out. I'll see you later. Poor kid though. That was a setup from the start. The guy's just trying to demoralize his competition. Having trouble with Kaio's case. I'm not sure how to handle it. Can we talk? Yes, we can. Are we waiting at the bar in Shinjuku then? Alright, tomorrow I'm gonna try and start Haru. It's no use. All my connections who knew where Kaio was are gone, thanks to the chief and my publisher. Well, say something. So, I have a pet cat. Huh? You're a cat person? That's a bummer. I like dogs myself. Pulling these consecutive all-nighters is really wearing me down. At this rate, you're gonna work yourself to death. You've been meeting your quota, right?
Shit.
Of course, they'll fire me if I show any signs of weakness. The chief really wants me to mess up, but I'm not gonna give him the satisfaction. Haha. He's like some kind of tyrant. Tell me about it. It's a race to see whether I can find Kaio before he crushes me. That's not good. Shouldn't you do something about the chief before you keep chasing Kaio-chan's case? There's nothing I can do about a guy like that. He's rotten to the core. And despite how he acts, the higher-ups like him. I have no one to go to. It's over. No, that is wrong. Give me his name right now. He didn't seem like the kind of guy to change his mind. But at this rate, you won't be able to continue your investigation. What do you think, kid? I'm gonna die. Tell me more about him. Why? You gonna try to find his weakness? His name is Shinpei Honjo. I heard that he's a good husband and he used to cover economic foreign policy. I hope it's just me overthinking things, but he's seen your face, you know. Don't go trying anything heroic. She's saying this for your own good. Got it, kid? I wonder where Kaio is. Sorry, but I don't feel like getting any info from you today. Thanks for coming all the way out here, though. I'll see you around. I need to free Oya from her chief's oppressive demands. I'm sensing a date in Mementos very soon.
Hi.
Thanks for waiting. See you later. I've just noticed we've now slipped 11-ish.
Hello?
There you go. Are we sending? Yeah, okay. I want to train. I want to play. Get Chihaya's next rank before you go to Mementos. That makes sense. Because then I'll have 3 targets. I want to train.
Oh?
I see. You're quite disciplined. If you need us, summon us. I'll be there immediately. Our existence depends on this strategy. Let's do everything we can.
You have your notes?
Mr. Ushimaru, last time we were talking about how court trials work. Today we'll be learning about... What? You're asking if the Phantom Thieves would be giving a trial if they got caught? Of course they would. All they would need to do is prove a link between the deaths and their activities. In short, they would be put on trial for murder. Hey, Arcelia.
You know it, right?
You know what age you have to be in order to listen in on a trial? Like, don't young children go to court every now and then? Surely there isn't an age restriction. I mean, like, young kids sometimes have to get up and testify in court, right? There's no way it's 20. I mean, why would Japan allow children to have sex from the age of 14 onward, but not listen in on a criminal trial until the age of 20? That makes as much sense as someone not being able to drink till they're 21, but being able to serve in the military at 18. Sorry, that was a cheap shot. I'm gonna trust my gut.
Exactly.
That's right. There's no age restriction to watch trials. They're open to the public, save for juvenile crimes. In other words, you can go see one yourselves. Well, I imagine the visitor seats will be full if the Phantom Thieves were put on trial. Everyone's dying to know who exactly the culprits are and how they did it.
Nice going.
I'm glad I got that. Really.
Alright.
However, their method and how it connects to the murder must be proven in order to sentence them. The methods the Phantom Thieves use far exceed human knowledge. I'd imagine in order to prove it, they'd have to catch them in the act. Yes, you'd have to catch them in the act. How could you possibly prove someone... Starting to see the pressure that Sai-san is under now. I've been looking into Mauchi lately, thought I'd give you an update. Apparently he's been hanging out at a Monjiaki shop a lot. I heard he gets real drunk there and brags to his co-workers. Ain't this a good chance for us? If we can get close, we might get some intel out of him. Good luck. I'm not doing this alone, you know. I'm gonna need your help, dude. He knows me, so I ain't gonna get able to get anywhere near him. That ain't the case for you. I bet you could even sit next to his booth if you wanted. Probably. So, I'll let you know once I figure out when he's gone drinking. Till then, we're going to put a hold on our training. I'll be counting on you. Right. Let's go to the rooftop. We just need to wait until the day of the announcement. I'll be taking care of these plants till then. Did you need something? Not in particular.
Goodbye.
Right. What are we doing today? I need to start... Makoto can go up and Ryuji can go up. An can go up. Oh my god. I have too many possibilities. I feel overwhelmed. I don't know which one to do first. I need to talk to Haru. Came to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
In that case, I'd like to use this opportunity to bring my most recent harvest to Sakura-san.
Hey.
Sure.
I'm so glad.
Let us go then.
Hello, Sakura-san.
Sorry?
I'm sorry for asking this of you.
It's all good. Not like I have customers to deal with. So, this is what you grew?
Yes. I'd like an honest opinion from a culinary professional.
Let me see. To be honest, both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I'd call market grade.
I see.
But it's impressive you managed to grow anything at all up on a rooftop of all places.
I'm honored to hear you say that.
You know, I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing. Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
I first came across the plant in my house. It's possible that it's an experimental breed created for use at Okumura Foods. Thank you very much for the input, Sakura-san. I'll take note of that.
She takes criticism extremely well. Haru's vegetables have a bitterness to them, but also exude a strong energy.
He's right. That was the same thought I had. I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing.
The sunlight marinated vegetables seem to give me great energy. They may prove useful during palace forays.
I agree. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom Thieves. This is actually the only thing I can honestly say I'm good at.
You are wrong, dear girl. It sounds like hard work.
Thank you for worrying about me, but I find the work relaxing. Hey, do you think you could help me out again sometime? Like you did today? It's a deal. We're like real Phantom Thieves.
Okay, there's the trigger word.
Okay,
Deal.
I'll do my best from now on.
It seems you were probing into a certain conglomerate. There's the possibility you even infiltrated their company building. Perhaps some sort of connection? Tell me about this person.
I am
What does she
thou.
awaken in me?
Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Empress persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
I've actually held off on creating empresses almost all this time. Allows you to grow vegetables with Haru on the Shujin Academy rooftop.
All right.
You can ask Haru, who has an incredible green thumb, to grow vegetables for you. Haru's vegetables are full of energy and grant a variety of effects when used as items. They may prove useful when exploring the metaverse.
Still, he was right. The taste leaves much to be desired.
Spent time with Haru before escorting her to the train station.
Ah, you're back.
I found my destination. Oh wait, I didn't... Shit, I forgot to do that. Nah. Ah, shit.
You got time right now? Next time, then.
Help out when you have time. Make me some curry, please. Ah, okay. Make me some coffee, please.
Yep.
Make sure you close up.
Hi!
See if the vending machines have recharged their stock yet. They have. Okay, so it must be every week. Or something like that. Okay. You sure you're gonna be okay? Yes. Do a verification test. The ADP case is more complicated than I thought. What am I gonna do? Hang out there, of course, is what we're gonna do. So the chairman's pushing me as hard as ever to sell those fake stones. I've been trying to use this as an opportunity to investigate into the ADP seminar so I can expose him. But the deeper I dig, the scarier everything becomes. What have you found? The ADP apparently doesn't profit at all from sales of the holy stones. It's nothing more than a front. Most of their revenue actually comes from the seminars. There, they give their patrons some kind of mind-altering drug, after which they're encouraged to donate their life savings to the benefit of the ADP. People have even gone missing after seminars. Families have been torn apart by this madness. And I was a part of it all. By selling these fraudulent stones, I was in direct support of their horrible actions. I know this doesn't make up for what I've done, but I want to help the others come to their senses. Barely anyone within the ADP will talk to me though, and those who do won't actually hear me out. What should I do, Arcelia-san? These people are all heading down a path toward great ruin. There has to be some way I can deal with the chairman, and there it is. Right, I'll just have to admit to everything that's been going on, even if I get dragged down too. That's the only way. I'm the only one who can stop him, right? What's Fukurai's first name? Oh, the chairman? It's Yuichi Fukurai. Why do you ask? Don't worry about it. Oh. How strange. It seems the cards have changed somehow. My future is in line with that of the trickster. What does that mean? Even so, my fate remains unchanged. I'm destined to stay a monster. I need to take care of the chairman for Chihaya. Debunking the psychic. I'll have to think on this for a while. Let's finish for today.
Good night.
Hi!
Yay. See you later. I think today is a mementos day. Aw man, I wish I got time to sit down. Lower House disbanded, it was an internal split. Masayoshi Shido, he's the only one. He's the only one that can stand up for what's right, the only one who'll make good in his word. That's the kind of person we need leading this nation, especially in times like these. Shido leads the United Future movement, right? He was right. If we'd taken the Phantom Thieves seriously from the start, they'd be behind bars by now. Which will come first, do you think? Regime change or the apprehension of the Phantom Thieves? Including the day we got to carry out the plan, there's only 10 days left. Time's really slipping away. What will happen to us if we fail? We won't fail. It's kind of tough to say that for sure though. Maybe, but we can't lose heart before we've even done anything. If we do that, we'll just mess everything up, even the parts we can definitely succeed in. And you actually said something wise for once. You want to fight? You two get along so well. How so? That is an outrageous claim. That's what I should be saying. Come on, stop it. Let's try to keep tensions low. We're all feeling anxious. Even you, Makoto. Yes, it can't really be helped this time. That's not how I raised you. Get a hold of yourself, Ryuji. Why are you singling me out? Lol. Yes, the trip to Mementos is definitely in order today. Yeah, we'll go right away. I need to go there anyway, right? So... let's meet with the others.
It appears everyone is here.
We'll be on standby until the 18th comes, so I suggest we use this downtime wisely. Okay. Let me check our intel. We'll start with... This intel is on a man who was making a fortune teller suffer. He called himself the chairman of an organization, but he's nothing but a money-skimming fraud.
Indeed.
This must be regarding Chihaya Mifune, the fortune teller you'd mentioned before. To think she's been dragged into such a dishonest cult.
Cannot overlook.
What a despicable moneymonger. We shall bring his true nature to light in Mementos. Despicable cult? You mean compared to a respectable cult? Does such a thing even exist? It seems tough, but I think we can accomplish this if you say we can.
Nice. Listen up.
Remember that journalist Oya who got us info on Kaneshiro? This is about her boss. He's been harassing her and keeping her from investigating the case in which her partner went missing. He has to know something that he doesn't want other people knowing.
What did you say?
Truth is the highest art for a journalist. To think someone would be so imprudent as to impede it. Let us lend Oya our assistance so she can gather the news she needs. We need to take down the evil that can't be judged by law.
Nice. Yep.
Alright. Going to Mementos. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
The metanav is reacting. Nice. Why does that look like the bottom? New area has been confirmed in the depths, updating guidance information. I thought public opinion of us determined Mementos expansion, and that has plummeted lately. Our notability must still be on the rise, even if it's because of our currently bad rep. Yep. So we're like a celeb who gets more famous because of scandals? Paris Hilton, anyone? Either way, the further we go, the more powerful enemies we'll meet. We need to be cautious in here. Let's go see where the changes occurred. Well, we need to take a target in the path of Kaitul first. Target is above us. Alright. Let's go. Fukurai, the chairman? He looks super shady. Well, he's selling useless rocks and there's brainwashing seminars to his followers, right? If we let him go on like this, so many more people will end up unhappy.
All right.
Let's go and strip this wolf of his sheep's clothing. You don't want sadness and tragedy in your life, do you? Pay me and I can save you. Give me your money or you'll suffer grave misfortune. You could even die. Destiny can change.
Yeah.
Oh, are you that maiden's apprentice? You're so naive. People really believe this holy stone will save them if the maiden predicts bad fortune. Even if it doesn't actually work, why does it matter if it makes them happy? People want to be deceived, don't you see? They're all desperate to feel safe. I mean, he's not wrong. People do want to be deceived. Shut up, don't get in the way of giving me the sublime salvation to the masses. Why does this look like, Capricorn? Are you sure you wanted to find me? Misfortune will befall you.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Oh.
Where's the enemy?
Shit.
Here! Noir's brainwashed! She can't tell who's her team! Ha! Using this.
Igon, that's curse.
Persona! Not this.
I don't know its weak point.
Let's go.
It's trial and error time.
Como ten.
Oh, it increases it for all combatants? Oh.
Calm down.
Yeah, no, I'm changing persona. I thought it was a little bit different to that.
Unicorn! Alright.
What does Tetracon do? Reflects physical damage once. Argidine. Frydine?
Prepare yourself!
Too slow.
Nice, Joker!
Nice.
The last go!
Woo! Moral support.
It's time. There.
Ah, there we go.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
I don't know why I'm surprised.
All out attack.
That almost took him out.
Shall we?
No, how could it be?
Nice. Damn it, I lost. Maybe I'm naturally a loser, just a dumb country bumpkin. I was going to join a vocational school when I first came to Tokyo, but I ended up getting scammed. I spent all that money on what I thought was tuition. I was all alone, hopeless in the city. The police just laughed. Those ads are obvious scams. You were dumb enough to fall for them. Police are supposed to follow up on scams, not ridicule you for falling for them. That's why I vowed to not let myself get tricked like that again. I won't be a victim anymore. If it ever happened again, I'd be the one doing the deceiving. Does that make you happy? I never really thought about it much. I guess when it comes right down to it, I really am just a dumb guy. The maiden's powers are real. That's why I brought her on. I'm the only one guilty of lying, and I took advantage of the two of us happening to meet again. I've been wanting to apologize to her for a while. I'm so sorry, Chi-chan. Prophet's Hand. That looks like a weapon for Makoto. Either way, Yuichi Fukurai seems to be a changed man. I should report back to Chihaya.
Hey!
Let's keep going. Okay, found it.
I'd have to cut back on food expenses, but should I go back and get that art book?
Fox's behavior
behavior all revolves around art.
Of course it does. He's passionate. Four hours, damn. I might have to end it after Mementos, otherwise this will go on for too long. Shadow's the boss of that journalist. Oh yeah. He looks so suspicious. Well, he's obstructing a news investigation to keep some incident hidden under the rug. People died in that incident. He should be ashamed to call himself a journalist.
Jerk.
We'll have to make him see the truth.
Yeah.
You're that kid who was hanging around earlier. Screw you guys, snooping around here where you shouldn't be. What'll happen if this draws negative attention to me from the higher-ups? Stop meddling around. Free Oya. It'd be better for the organization if we didn't have rebels like her around.
You're making me look bad.
You must not care about dying if you oppose me. Just obey those with power if you want to live. I'll teach you how society really operates, you brats.
Persona! No holds barred! My mistake.
Get along. That was pathetic. Triple down.
That was pointless.
Argidon. Damage though. Insufficient SP. Lol, you moron. Wow, it actually nullifies a lot of different things. It's my team. This guy's a pushover. How dare you? Damn it, damn it, damn it. What was I supposed to do? I can't oppose the higher-ups. It's easier to not rock the boat. Mass media is just another corporation, really. Passion for journalism won't pay the bills. It's useless, just useless to chase after your ideals. Not to Oya, it isn't. She's really incredible. No matter what people say to her, she'll never give up on finding the truth. I found her naive passion to be so annoying. It reminds me of all that pain I felt in the past. Back in the past before I gave up, before my passion rotted away and my wife cheated on me. Oh, blame your wife, okay. Invigorate 3?
All right.
Let's keep going. Aha, it's an Anubis.
Successful. Now just don't turn it up.
Okay, so who has the attack? Increases chance of dealing a crit. Miracle Punch with apt pupil. Yeah, I want Ariadne.
Ariadne Picaro! Go down!
Damn!
You missed?
The only way I can attack him is with that. Because I don't think Anubis has a weakness. Give me the goods. Lifestone? I don't want a lifestone.
I'm glad we won. Good work, everyone.
All right.
Lifestone's hardly a rare item. I'm just in Mementos now, still looking for liquid mercury, and I've got one more target to take out. search never ends. It's actually, when I think about it, it's pretty funny seeing Haru go like really fast because her gun is a grenade launcher. I want an item. I didn't ask for this. Makara hammer. You can do better than that. Another Makara hammer.
This weakling.
Damn it.
You're mine.
Crit killed, unfortunately.
Just like I thought.
Liquid mercury. I need one more.
All right.
Just one more. One more. I'm staying in Mementos until I get that other liquid mercury. Better believe it. For a second I thought it said thought appear. Yeah, I can see how you'd make that mistake. He gave you an entire thought, how generous. Yeah. I mean, you gotta take it when you can. I could just attack with Joker and hope I steal one, or that he drops one when he dies, but...
Here I go. Speed up.
It's not like I yell everything I do, or my life would be like, wake up, go back to sleep, wake up again, struggle to go to bed, turn on PC, go to sleep, realize I turned my PC on, turn my PC off, turn my PC on, sleep. Why is that so relatable? Violence is never the answer, violence is the question, and the answer is yes.
Don't forget this feeling. Okay, let's move on.
Yes!
All right.
That easy, huh?
Thank you for your sage advice, Scumbrain. Wait.
Oh.
Hirotani's shadow. I get chills just looking at him. He's an ex-mercenary who's now a professional assassin. He's no ordinary person.
Yes.
If even the police can't handle him, it's up to us to take care of him. Let's approach with caution. Indeed. People that say violence is never the answer, or say the answer to violence is yes, will change their mind in a heartbeat when you stab them to death. You're here? I bet that idiot from earlier put in a request for you. Sorry, but I don't plan on going away. You kids playing hero should go home to your mummies. You can't just let someone dangerous like you go around killing people. You guys are more dangerous from my point of view. Look, as a mercenary, I've seen a lot of torture. Torture's all about killing the heart and soul. You've been destroying the parts you don't like in people's character. To me, that's evil.
What?
Don't be ridiculous. We're doing our best to do what's right. It's my policy to only kill on the job, but I'll destroy you if you're going to get in my way. Oh, you're just one of those? Armed police can't take care of him, so only the nerds with their weed masks can defeat him. No, it's because they can never catch him in the act. He's too good at his job. But yeah, I do understand how silly that sounds. Oh, he's going to be a bit tougher than I thought.
How's this? You want to dodge the enemy's attack?
Nice.
Eat this.
That's not right. I'm not done. There!
Use my persona!
Hmm.
The opponent is strong. Persona! Don't do anything reckless. Ha!
If a nerd can recognize who he is, how can well-trained detectives not look at him and think, there it is, there's our man, that's my boy, shooting down? I don't know. But Japanese police just don't operate the same way.
All right.
This isn't it.
I don't know its weak point. It's trial and error time.
Sarasvati! You're mine.
I've not tried
Don't do
wind,
anything reckless.
ice, electrical curse.
Persona!
Oh, she's out. Crap.
Nice, Joker. Just at the last second. Let's do this. Go!
I have a funny joke. Is it a different funny joke to the one from before? Knock knock.
Do this!
Who's there?
Persona! Take that!
Persona!
John? Okay, John who?
Persona! Eat this!
Haha, you got burned.
Leave it to me. I am thou.
You just said shit, that's hot. John Central Officer Bradford, Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast. You know what, it is funny that you are actually taking time to continue with the joke. Fuck yeah, we're rich boys. Wait, listen to what I've got to say. The people I kill are all criminals. They escape the law and the police can't touch them. I'm just like you Phantom Thieves. I'm working to get rid of evil in this world, so let me go. You're not the same as us. Sorry, but we're not the same. The Phantom Thieves would never murder people. No, help me. I don't want to disappear.
Don't be ridiculous!
How can you say that after you murdered so many people? You better accept that you lost already. Prepare yourself. Fine, do what you want. Remember though, evil that ought to be erased will just keep popping up after I'm gone. We'll destroy evil in a way that's different from yours. You can disappear without worry. High counter. Oh, that's a good command. The killer who cleans up trash. Complete. Ah, now we can proceed. Ooh, it's open. We can now expand the range of our exploration. Let's get going. Hell yeah. Path of Adyashek. Looks like we made it to some new area. This place is a lot bigger than what I heard. I expect the shadows here will be strong. Be careful. Indeed. The man was just trying to make the world a better place. Yeah, I know. Let's proceed to the depths. Ah, a rest area. That's handy.
Alright.
Let's rest for a few.
I'll just add this.
Yes, it is time I saved it. Holy shit, the last time I saved it was in Nijima's palace like 4 hours ago. Glad I've done it now.
Persona! You're mine.
Knocked him right off their feet. Give it up. Nice, Joker.
Is this the end? I could have been a star. A star? Think about it, I'm basically your senpai. You should be showing me a little more respect, shouldn't you? Screw. It's like I'm looking at a mirror. I did it! I'm Giro Mikala. From now on, I'm you. Got him. He is the moon. Madoon Makuranda Swift Strike. I mean, getting rid of Ame no Uzumo is just the best thing to do, isn't it? Or the unicorn even. Nah, Ame no Uzume. I can easily resummon her. Oh! Shit! Ambushed. Oh no. That is awful. May as well use it. Actually, well. I'm glad we have vanish balls. Whew.
Alright.
That was very careless of me, holy shit. Oh, the shadowed one.
They're weak, but don't let your guard down.
Do I try bless? Do I try curse?
Some other way.
Oh, I got a crit? Hell yeah. Do bother me when I have things to do. Won't you just leave me be? Are you busy? Does it look like I'm inundated with time to spare? No matter how hard you try, things won't work out between us if there are no feelings. Take that into consideration. Do you still want me? That's right.
No.
If you declare that so readily, I'm inclined to believe you. Scatchthatch. She's some kind of succubus demon, I think. Scathatch mask. Priestess. Suppose I could... She's so good though. I guess I'll get rid of Gimikala.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Ooh. Bufudyne.
New power.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna edit this down just to only include parts of Mementos that are sort of more relevant, because the Mementos part of this stream tends to take up a lot of time. So, funny story, it wasn't actually my neighbor. It was the kid that I have come to do my lawns once a month. I completely forgot because I usually don't stream so long on the weekend. And he's usually polite enough to wait until after my scheduled streaming time to begin. But this time he started assuming I'd already be done, and usually I would be done. So, yeah.
Still fighting. Just like I thought.
I'm making a lot of money and getting quite a few level ups in here. This has been a very profitable session in Mementos.
Let's proceed.
Area 12. Different reading from the next area. I think that's the finish line. Finally. Just imagine what it's like for me. Yeah, right? I think this was the last area. Yep. This is the wall again. Let's check it out. We're not going to be able to go through. Doesn't look like it's going to open. Does this mean there are still people who don't accept us? Don't worry, as long as we stay active, it'll open eventually. We just have to be patient until that actually happens. Indeed. Entrance. Time to go. Thank you for your hard work. Evening.
Ah, you're back.
Let's make some tools. Eternal lockpick.
Okay.
Make it alone.
What are your thoughts?
Yes. Continue.
Well then.
Let's go to bed. Whew. Long stream.
Hi.
See you later. Or down to 10.5. Read Master Swordsman. Heart that believes in oneself is the truth of Bushido.
Oh.
Finish reading Master Swordsman. You have a better understanding of the resolve that drives a Bushido master.
All right.
Nice. We're almost at the station. That was an effective use of your time. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not sleep deprived because I want to be, you know. My bad! My neighbours have been careless lately on garbage day. The crows were cawing away this morning. Those trash nets the city makes us use only keep them away at the start. Crows are quick learners. On that note, do you all know how to write the kanji for crow? The characters for bird and crow look very similar, but the latter has one fewer line. What do you think, Arcilio-kun? Isn't it easy to confuse with bird?
Do you know the answer?
Do you know what the line that's in bird, but not in crow, represents? I have no idea. I actually have no idea.
This is it.
Way to go!
Exactly. Oh. The line actually represents an eye. Since a crow's body is black, it's hard to see the eye. Even though the kanji is missing the eye line, crows actually have pretty good vision.
Nice going.
Yay. Crest, I think? Yeah, and I ended up being eye.
Alright.
One reading for a different crow kanji is ga to imitate the sound of it cawing. The character for pigeon is the same. It's based on the bird's coo, leading to the coo pronunciation. Crows are pretty smart, so you'd better study enough so you don't lose to them. Crows are scary, let me tell you. When your eyes meet, they start flapping. And also, yeah, Crow. Our team member.
Hey,
Yes. That's alright.
Let's do it.
It's time to end the stream. I've been going for nearly 6 hours. All the good shit will happen next time. But thank you for joining me, Scumbrain and Albinacon, and also Jordan51 for following earlier. It's been good to have you with myself and Alice, and I'll be back with Persona 5 possibly next week at the same time, but I might even do it sooner. We'll see how I feel. So, peace out, guys.